So certainly keeping an eye on all things Live Nation and what they say on the earnings call. But Jess, you're looking at snacks.
That's right. So consumer packaged good companies in particular, which we know have been underperforming pretty broadly against the S&P 500 this year, down about 16 percentage points compared to the S&P 500. But if you look at Mondelez getting a pop here after hours, coming a little bit off of those highs, but still nonetheless, it's still up about 3%. So the big thing here was looking at organic revenue growth for its outlook. So if you look at the second quarter, it grew about 2.5% over year there. But then also, if you look at fiscal year, it actually sees organic net sales growth between 3 and 5%, actually at the high end of the range. And that's important because we do know a lot of these consumer packaged good companies, not just Mondelez, but if you think of especially General Mills, Conagra, Kraft, and others, a lot of them have a lot of that margin pain coming out of the pandemic because of volumes, but then also having to pass on those cost increases to consumers because obviously we know higher inflation. But the Fed actually over at Tom Barkin, he's the Fed over at the Richmond Fed, and he actually looks pricing power for when it comes to consumer packaged good companies. So this is something important, especially to watch ahead of the Fed decision tomorrow here. But when you're looking at this, also on the earnings call, Jen Bartashis over at Bloomberg Intelligence is looking at how, in order to pass on, especially organic sales growth, they really need to see and talk about that more on that when it comes to the call.